Hi, this is Kelly with Home Sewn Girl, and I am so excited. I just finished the Brave Little Tailor Sewing Junk Journal. The Golden Book, it dates in the 1950s, so it's quite old. The measurement is 6 inches by 8 inches, and the spine is approximately 1 3/4 wide. So there is trim on the front and on the back with fabric and trim glued on the spine. It has a Sari Silk tie for the closure. 2 eyelets were punched in for that. So when you open it up, you have a little pocket, file pocket, stamped "This book belongs to." There are 2 signatures in the book, cardstock and coffee dyed papers and colored papers throughout. So the first signature starts with cardstock, and you open it up and there's a pocket with a tag that's been collaged on the back, embellished on the front for journaling. There's a pocket here with a tag for journaling, a sticker, here's a side tuck pocket with 2 cards for journaling. They haven't been embellished, so you can either embellish them or leave them as is. Here's some coffee dyed paper with a little stamping that resembles stitching. This is wallpaper, and you open it up and there's a pocket with some journaling cards. One's been embellished and the other hasn't. Here we have a tuck space at the top of the page with some lace and some cards tucked away on some graph paper that's been coffee stained. This is an old page from an old sewing book that dates back to the 70s. Some parchment paper that's been coffee stained. Coloring page that's been dyed. Here's a page that's from an old Singer home sewing book. A little side tuck pocket with another little journaling card tucked away. Some collaging done on the back side. A doily. Here's a page from an old quilting book. This page has been dyed with avocado coloring. Some stamping. This is a page from an old McCall's magazine that dates the early 60s. And you can note that with the clothes they're wearing. Coffee stained journal paper, old music paper, some more color stained paper. Another book page from an old, this is from a cross-stitch book. We've reached the middle of the first signature, and we have lace pockets glued in. This is an envelope with some embellishment on the front, on the back, and inside is a card that's been collaged on the back for journaling space. This tag is made collaged from an old pattern, sewing pattern. So you have the tissue paper and the drawings, and then this is cut out from the jacket of the sewing pattern. There's lace that has been glued on the cardstock. We have copy paper, music paper. There's a little pocket with a journaling card. More of that magazine from the 60s. Some stamping. More book page. The back side of the doily. This is a Mrs. Coggs journal card that's been glued on for a side tuck pocket. A sticker. Sewing book page. Colored page. The parchment page. Paper from the old sewing book. Here's a fabric flip with a picture of an old-time sewing machine sewn on top. A pocket with a tag tucked away. And that's the first signature. This is the last page, I'm sorry. This is the last page of the first signature. We have an envelope that has been embellished with a little card inside that's been coffee stained. And to avoid bulk, just tucked it in over that pocket. And here's a big journaling card. This is a vintage doily that I got at a antique sale. Now we begin the second journal. So we have a side tuck pocket that's been embellished with a journaling card tucked away, lace sewn on the side, or glued on the side. We have a journaling card embellished, a little pocket in the front with a ticket, picture of a vintage lady, a little tag that's been embellished, and part of a measure tape. Here we have a side pocket with some more journaling cards, a label, a sticker, some coffee stained paper with some stamping, more wallpaper with a flip out, space for journaling, graph paper that has a sticker. Here's more of that paper from that old sewing instruction book. Paper for journaling, some dyed paper. This is from the home decorating book. Cardstock, a sticker and space for journaling. Here's a bag that has been embellished with a doily that I got at an estate sale Inside is a file index card that has a ruffled top that's been sewn on, tucked away. The back has some paper collaged on the back. This came from a quilting instruction book. Some dyed paper. This came from a McCall's magazine from the 1960s. Coffee stained ledger paper, old music paper. This paper has been dyed from wine, red wine. This is from a cross-stitch instruction book. Here is the middle of the second signature, and we have lace pockets that have been glued on. We have a tag, again, made from the instructions from a pattern. Here's a picture of the lady that was on the front of the pattern with some tissue paper, and it's been collaged on the back. A cardstock of a ruler. This is an envelope that has been made from the tissue paper from the pattern. And inside is a journaling card made from the tissue paper, collaged on, stitched on, and tucked away in the envelope for journaling. Lace glued on the sides. Some music paper, old music paper, the ledger paper. This is from the magazine from the 1960s. Here's a pocket made from the pattern pieces with some tags inside for journaling. Quilt pattern. The back side of that paper bag. This is a playing card that has been embellished and collaged on the back for journaling, tucked away. And the back has had paper glued on. This side tuck pocket is wallpaper. And then these are some journaling cards from Mrs. Cogg's kit. Here is a belly band that is stitched with scraps of fabric and glued on the top and the bottom. We have a journaling card tucked away in there. More writing space. Some stamping. A little side tuck pocket. Coffee stained paper. Some stamping, some sticker. And this is the last page of the second signature. So we have a collaged tag for journaling, and in the pocket are some tags tucked away. So that's the last of the signature, and we will have this listed in our eBay store, and I will put the link below this video. I appreciate you coming and looking at the video, the book, the brave little tailor. Thanks.